Hello there, I'm Dr. Albert H. Seegers. I'm a chaired professor, the PNC chaired professor at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Now, my area of expertise and area of research really evolves around the issue of innovation, analytics, and technology. So by training, I'm sort of a technology person that migrated my way into business through an MBA and PhD study in technology and business. And one of the things that I do is consult with a lot of leading organizations around this topic of analytics, technology, strategic planning, and innovation. And it's an area that I just love. I'm so passionate about doing it. And some of the people I've worked with, some of the companies I've worked with include Apple, Cirque du Soleil, the Army, the Navy, Siemens. I've worked with governments here in the United States and governments abroad on this topic of innovation. So it's something I'm very passionate about, and it's something that I want to bring to you in the form of this course. Now, one of the things that's interesting about being a student that's interested in accounting, and in particular, Masters of Accounting, is that you are required to really understand a whole lot about data, about analytics, and about measuring things. That's so important in a company. It's something that really drives a lot of business, and it keeps the company on track. And so one of the things that's important to understand about that is to not only be able to be a good record keeper, to be able to collect data and to manage accounting systems, one of the things that's really important about that is to develop this new frontier of analytics. And it is something that students like you, professionals like you, who are moving into the master's level types of classes are being asked to do. Move beyond the ledger, move beyond basic accounting, and start to understand the world of analytics, because analytics really give us more data, more information, more insight than just the basic transactions that we collect. So yes, collecting the basic transactions is important, and yes, understanding how that occurs and developing professional expertise in that is important. But we can take another step forward. We can look beyond basic accounting and basic control and start to ask ourselves, what types of analytics, what types of measures, what types of insights can we gain from all of this data that we collect and all of the things that we do as an organization? So I'm very excited to present this course to you, and I think you're going to learn a lot. What you really want to do as far as achieving success in this course is to think deeply about the connection between things that we see in the world and analytics that give us the measures of those things. And think about that interconnection. Are we doing things that make sense in terms of the data we collect, in terms of the analytics that we generate? Are we seeing the right trends? And so from this standpoint in this course, what I want you to do is learn the basics, learn the mechanics of what we present here. But I think to be really successful, to get your money's worth, and to be somebody different out in the marketplace, start to apply the concepts immediately. Think of companies that you might have worked with. Think of situations you might have been in where there was a disconnect between the analytics, the measures that you were collecting, and some initiative out there. Why did that disconnect occur? Was it an error in developing the analytic? Was it an error in applying the analytic? So the connection between things we measure, things we model, and the things we do is sort of the heart and soul of this course. And we're going to examine the role of a business analyst, how that's changing, how that's evolving, and we're going to explore the wide world of information technology. You're going to really enjoy that. So to get the most out of this course, take the concepts and immediately begin to apply them in the world around you. I think we're going to have a good time. I'm looking forward to it, so let's get started.